Out an absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Let's go. 60 yards.
Let's go, defense.
Pilot, 64. Wait. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check 4. Check 4.
5.
They run. This is Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
General West.
Check 44. Check 44. Shoot. Shoot.
Go. Snap.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Matchbox lights.
Rebound. Check 9. Check 9.
Here's Dillon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Topper!
I got motion there. Me. I got this.
Hey, orbit.
5-2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kane escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Under Craig 3. 218. Chopper. 5. Now.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, pick your game up.
Look at me. Door. Speed grip.
From the gun, Kane looking long for Westbrook. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you can definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 60 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, zoom. Now.
Second and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Down. 60 yards. Any weapon.
I've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Hard.
It's a safety creek.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch twins.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. Hey. Rock it.
Say. Check it out, read.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen.
61, matchbox lights.
Check, crunch.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Watch the shit.
Topper.
Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
22 jet bomber.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll set up a throw. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Yes.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You ready?
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Stay with your man.
Check. Lucky.
Hustle.
Now a give, right side. Jefferson. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Pilot, 64, reach. Yep. Hey, Echo. Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
35's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
35's the mic.
Second down and inches. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Charlie.
Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 10's the mic. 10's the mic.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Wahoo!
10's the mic. 10's the mic.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Check, check.
You're out.
Bang, 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 bang.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, high 7.
They'll drop the throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and 11 now. Jones. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go! Go! Leo! Goose! Hey, orbit! Check 24! Ready?
Jones now, operating from the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 4. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Tens the mic.
Second and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Jefferson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Spons, no.
Hey, zoom. Get it.
On second and 15 now. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
60 outlaw. Hey, seam 6.
Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
I'm here all day.
Go.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Kill.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
6-6. Pull it high. Under 10. Look. Squeeze.
Watch out.
Smoke. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half.
Switch it.
General West.
Check. Fresno.
Hey, Alpha. 5.
Back to throw here. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 27 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike 10.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Looking to throw. That is caught by Cohen. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready to break.
10 to the mic. Gotta do better.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet, get it.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. 52's the mic right here over there.
Jones going to throw again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Tariq Cohen, 60 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
6-6, go.
Throwing Jones. The open man is Westbrook. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Dancing to his left. That he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hard. Go. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
On 4th down, Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.